again, I have here the great man, very Reverend Lawrence A.L. Amartey, the
That's right.
Superintendent Minister of the Methodist of Ghana, and the grandson of the late Nene Kale
Klagbordjor.
Klagbordjor
Klagbordjor.
Namele,
Klagbordjor.
right, the Paramount Chief of Osudoku Kingdom. So today,
That's right.
honestly, the topic is going to be very, very interesting. Because he's a very person who doesn't shy away. Whatever he needs to talk about it. So, fellow viewers, welcome and please kindly share for us because the message that will be coming through today, you don't want to keep it to yourself alone. So, once again, welcome, Reverend, to Keymama Show.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Okay. Lovely viewers, we have heard so much about the impressive credentials that you are, but it is always good that, it comes from the horse's own mouth. So please feel free to introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself from, Akuse all the way to where you are at this current point of
Wow.
ministership. So, just to summarize and spice it up for us. So you're welcome. The platform is yours.
Thank you. I'm very Reverend Lawrence Amate. If you care, I'm born on Monday, so I'm Kojo. And I'm the grandson of the late Paramount Chief of Osudoku traditional area, Nene Klagbordjor Anile the fifth. Osudoku is in the Greater Accra region of Ghana. It shares boundary with Adan to the south, and then to the north, to the Volta region, Mepe, Adidome area, and then shares boundary to the southwest with the Ningo and Pram Pram, and then it's in the Shai Osudoku constituency or assembly district of the political regions of Ghana, political districts of Ghana. Osudokus are part of the Ga Adangbe tribes that migrated, as history tells us, all the way from Israel through Egypt, Ethiopia, Ile-Ife, Nigeria, Benin, and down to Ghana. The history tells us that all the Ga Adangbe tribes, when they arrived in Ghana, settled at a place called Lolovo. And Lolovo in their way means love is finished. When they came to settle there, conflicts among them caused the Adans to move towards the ocean, the Ningos to move, the Bubala, that's Pram Pram, to move, the Gans moved, the Krobos moved, and so the left over tribe, Osudoku, were the Osus, and the Doku means the abandoned land or the abandoned people. So our forebears were the leftover Gandangwe tribes that were left in Lolovo, who have stayed there up to today. History tells us that part of the group, the Osudokus who were led by the first king of Osudoku, Nue, moved away with a group of the people to go and settle at Christianborg, where we have Osu today in Accra. So the Osu people in Accra migrated from Osudoku with the first king Nue to go and stay there. And so up to today, every year, the Osus in Accra, when they will do Homowo, they come to Osudoku for initial preliminary rituals, and then they go. And so this is Osudoku. It has the largest portion of land in the Greater Accra region as of today. The Paramount Sea where my family come from, alone have about 33,000 acres of land registered. And you can imagine, Osudoku today have 7 divisions. We have the Dosin Paramount, which is a division. We have the Bese Bono division, Bese Dom division, and a host of others. We have Klekpa division, we have Changbe division, we have all the others making up the state. In Ghana, when we say a state, we are talking about a division. And when the states to come together, then we have a kingdom. So the Osudoku kingdom is made up of 7 divisions, 7 states, each having their own divisional chief under the paramount chief. And so this is Osudoku. The land is so good. It's bordered from Akuse through to Dofo, Volivo, and then Toko, by the Volta River. And so you can imagine all the wealth in the Volta River from Akuse and Medeka through to Volivo, Dofo, Toko. Anything aquaculture will enrich the people. And this is a natural resource that is yet to be tapped. The marshy lands have been used for sugarcane to serve Asuchare Sugar Estate Limited, Gazelle. Many years back, it has collapsed. Now the place is used for rice farming. And so rice farming is the basic occupation of the people in the place now. Others are venturing into tilapia rearing, and they are doing well. Multinationals have come in, the Asians have come in, and tilapia is on the boom in the place now. There's a location called Kasunya, where there's a banana plantation that has a workforce of over 2,500. So banana cultivation is also ongoing seriously at the place. Nene Klagbordjor happened to be the 3rd paramount chief to be installed at the age of 20, 1944.
Oh.
And then he abdicated and left for the UK with the intention never to come back. And so the 4th was installed and he passed on, in a tragic manner.
Oh.
And so they had to prevail on him to come back to Ghana. And then around the early 70s, he returned and he was installed the 5th. So Klagbordjor was the 3rd who became the 5th until his demise. And he ruled for over 70 years.
Wow.
He died in 2014 at the age of 90. So
wow.
this is Klagbordjor. The people, education didn't come to my people early. And so somehow you can see that they are late when it comes to the development of academic prowess.
Okay.
The few who you will talk about had the opportunity to be living outside the place. They've lived in Accra, Kumasi, and other places and have gone to school. But the indigenous, education is still an issue for parents to push their children through education. It's a real battle because it has affected leadership in the place. The first and foremost problem or challenge of Osudoku is leadership. Leadership that is informed, leadership that has experience, leadership that knows how to turn things around.
Right.
Unfortunately, my grandfather was in that position because at the age of 20, he was a student of Achimota College.
Okay.
And he was picked. He was picked when he had not completed school from campus and installed. So it ended his education.
Oh.
At that time, he was a level-headed person, but he was the only person among the lot, and so he couldn't do much. In fact, it is that frustration that led him to abdicate,
Oh.
because his people cannot reason with him. And so his elders cannot reason with him. They cannot see afar. They are short-sighted. And so
I guess we are having issue with the network, as you all know, and thank you, Reverend. Will reconnect. But once we have heard a brief background, even if I say brief, detailed background about Osudoku, how his grandfather was the third Paramount chief and ended up become the fifth because of the circumstances surrounding it, and it's for the best. And he ruled for 70 years, and before his demise at the age of 90. So God has really blessed him, and I hope that Reverend Amartey will be able to rejoin us so we continue our conversation. As we all know, the network in Ghana, it's a very challenging. So today, Reverend Amate, it's my guest for today on the Keymama show every Wednesday that I do. But I'll break it with announcements uh, that is coming up. We have the Africa Most Beautiful coming on very shortly, next month, if I say shortly. So if you're out there, a young woman, a young lady coming up from the age between the 18 to 26, please feel free to register on www.africanmostbeautifulusa.com with a small fee. It comes with a small fee, so I know that the fee will not scare you. It's not a big amount of fee to make it happen, because hey, you know what, the first winner is going to Dubai. That's one of the places in my wish list bucket. My I'm planning to go to Dubai. I'm telling you, it's not easy. I want to go and have a good time, and I know that you will definitely do it. But while we are waiting for Reverend Amati to reconnect from Ghana, we are celebrating a Women's Month, and it's great. We women in the forefront. Some men are scared about us. Some men are really scared about independent women. Hey man, are you one of those men who's scared about independent women? I guess not. But women deserve to be celebrated, and women deserve to be supported at all times. Um, in times like this, women, we do a lot. We can multitask, we can do so many things. But sometimes some of the men don't appreciate the women. I am interjecting this in because I'm having this discussion. Then Reverend Amati to join us back again. But as we celebrate Women's Month, I brought this in so for us to discuss. My question today for the day is, what will make you stay in a relationship? This question is for my fellow women. What will make you stay in a relationship, an abusive, let me use the word abusive relationship? Let me type it right here so my fellow viewers and listeners will be able to join the conversation. And also, if you wanted to join me on this conversation, you can call me on 929 240 2149. 929 240 2149. What will make you, my fellow woman out there, stay in abusive relationship? What will make you stay? That's the question. So what will make you, let me type so you can see, what will make you stay in abusive relationship? I know some of the men will say the women also abuse them, but I'm talking about we are celebrating a Women's Month. So I'm talking about the women. Later on, we'll discuss about the men, but this is for the women. So don't come and argue that some of the women also abuse the men. Yes, it's there, but it's not common. So Doreen say, will there be any music on this show? Uh Doreen, you want music? No, this is not music. I do exclusive interviews, and I do my talk show. I don't have a music today on the show. There will be no music on the show. And today I have a Reverend Amartey, but we are having technical issue, and his network is gone. So I will try to call Reverend on the phone and see if we'll be able to reach Reverend Amartey. But I throw in this question to my fellow women. That's stay what will make you stay in abusive relationship? What will really make you stay? What will make you stay in abusive relationship? Because a lot of women, are really, really, really going through a lot, and they are giving excuses. And they are giving excuses as of the reason why they have to stay in this particular relationship. I just come across one of the tragedy that happened. I think Adum was the one that viewing this lady killed the husband killed her, and we have heard so many home and abroad. And when come to listen to it, insecurity. Doreen said insecurity make the woman stay. Can you please, if you wanted to call, like I said, the number is 929, and give me your input. 240 2194 2194. Call this number and give your input, because insecurity makes you. Can you please explain, Doreen, why you said insecurity will make a woman stay in an abusive relationship? Is that enough? That will make you stay for so abusive that you've been sometimes beaten mercilessly. There are so many abuses, verbal abuse, physical, a whole lot abuse. Reverend is joining us back. Uh, okay. Uh, I have rejoined Reverend back to. Oh, okay. Reverend is joining us again. Good news. We are able to get it. Yay, Reverend. Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm so sorry. Network just went off.
Yes, we understand. So I was trying to even break in with women issue since we are celebrating Women's Month. I know you will come back. So
Exactly.
let's take it from here. So from all that you have said earlier on, welcome once again to Keymama Show. For all that you have said earlier on, you are a prince. So what
Yes, please.
made you abandon, I will use the word abandon the priesthood, the priest, or to become a king or something, and you took the ministerial or the priesthood?
Thank you very much, madam. I think that it is not an abandonment, it is in fulfillment, because when you go to scriptures,
Mm-hmm.
the king, the priest, and the prophet work together.
Right.
And in King David, we found all three gifts at work. David was a priest, was a king, and was a prophet.
Right.
And so wherever there is kingship, we need to open our eyes to who are the prophets and the priests who must work with the king.
Right.
So it's just that in Ghana, our misunderstanding to think that if somebody is in the kingship, is into idolatry. It's a wrong conception. so that I have not abandoned it, but rather I work in complementary relationship with the royal house to fulfill what God wants them to do by way of providing leadership for the state. So I think it's in the right direction.
Okay. So you have no regrets of not, going into the tradition culture aspect of it. You have no regret about it.
Not at all. Rather, I play very key role at the traditional level. I
Okay.
am highly involved.
Okay.
Yes. It will surprise you to know that 2 years ago I organized depot in the church.
Oh wow! How did it went? How did it go?
Perfectly. Except that we didn't dress to expose their body parts. Apart from that, all the depot is a very important and powerful tool for transformation of women's lives. And probably as we celebrate Women's Day or Week, International Women's Day, it's important for us to know that for us in Africa and for that matter, Ghana and Dangbeland, depot is a very important thing. And I wanted the church to grasp it because it will give us an avenue to reach out to young women and develop them. And so what we did in the church, depot is about developing the woman for womanhood. And so there's nothing wrong with it, except that they will pour libation and invoke what we Christians will call demons. In the same way, when we do it in a church, we do the same ceremony, but this time we invoke the name of Jesus. And this is my concept. And I want to replicate it around. And I think I'm able to do it because I'm a prince, I'm from the royal house, and I understand the depot concept. And so I could bring the concept into the Bible and into the church. And we hope to build upon that.
And you
So
didn't
that is it.
you didn't get any reaction from your colleagues in the ministry?
Some don't understand it, but majority, especially the very senior ministers, understood me. And they were there plenty, especially on the Sunday when we adored them. We chose scripture passages to sing the depot song as they sing it in the traditional. They are beats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not too good in music, so I don't know the terminologies. But what I know is that the lyrics are the words.
Okay.
So we took scripture passages to create the song the depot people sing, and they sang in the church with the drumming as the depot people drum. And come and see, it was fantastic.
I'm looking forward. And when are you going to have it again?
We are hoping that this year we will do it, but we are also considering the COVID conditions. Because of the COVID, last year we could not do.
Okay.
And so we want to see what happened this year. Among the Krobos, it is done, and we the Osudokus, we do it between April and May.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
So,
then the
right.
Prom people do it in September, August, September.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. So, what are some of the current challenges that Osudoku states facing, if there is any?
For me, the prevalent challenge is leadership. I am developing what I call, somebody may call it an NGO, but I'm calling it an institution. Nene, Klagbordjor, Anile Institute of Leadership and Youth Development.
Okay.
The elderly have already developed their concepts of life, so it's difficult to change them. But with this institution, I'm converting my grandfather's house, personal house in Osudoku, into an institution. A library will be created. We have a big hall, a museum will be created, and we will put educational facilities in there so that we bring all school-going children into it. After classes, they come for lessons. There will be a playground. the hope is to give them a new concept of understanding, developing their horizon to see afar so that they can build a future for themselves when they grow up. This is my dream. And since my grandfather died, I have tried to put this concept together. I have registered it with the Registrar General's Department, and I'm trusting God to develop the library now. That's for the building is available. So the prevalent challenge for me is leadership. And unfortunately, the Ghana educational curriculum doesn't develop brain.
Why?
That's my observation.
Why you say
You
that?
see, it doesn't develop people's brain to become thinkers. It is too poor and past the accumulation of the mind of others. But that is why the Ghanaian will complete university and is expecting somebody to employ him at work. He can't create anything for himself. So it is not able to bring our people to that self-development, that orientation for self-development. Always rely on other people. And I'm hoping that with this institution, we will be able to bring these children to that level of orientation where they will become thinkers and be able to plan for themselves and build a future for themselves. These people are going to grow to become the chiefs, the assemblymen, the MPs, the nurses, the engineers, and that is what will bring about holistic development. That's what I'm thinking as the way forward. That's it. When you come, you will see poverty, and the temptation is to give them money. No, that is not the solution. The solution for me is the orientation of the mind. And Dr. Kwame Nkrumah had something they call the Kwame Nkrumah Ideological Institute.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that Ghana, we lost it when we threw away that ideological institute. The Asians have succeeded with it. And I think that I want to start in a small way in my hometown, hoping to make one or two impact. When I die, that's my contribution to the world.
Okay. Based on your position you have in Ghana, have you and you identify the area that the education is not helping our youth to think independently? I think we lost Reverend again. We lost
I'm
Reverend.
alive.
Oh, okay. So in that area, have you find a means to reach out to the Board of Education or people in government to share your knowledge with them to help the youth that's coming up?
Thank you very much. That's a very important question. I have had the privilege, not at the national level, the privilege of being on the education oversight committee in very with the Jumaku Enyanesia. I came to Upper Manya Krobo district and then to Pram Ningo Circuit, Ningo Pram district. And I have served on this. I have had a crash with education directors all the time whenever we attended those board meetings, because they are there to serve a master who has come with a policy that does not necessarily help anybody. Ghana Education Service or the education system is like Akpe Jesse ni Akeba ni Akemofemo Asusu. Ke obotemine eyabu oko koi eyabu eshi, then you are a waste. You see, and the system for me is not helpful. And that's why we always have dropouts. But everybody has skill. Everybody has some level of grace. Everybody has some talent that can be developed. The system does not. Make the school now, but they can't do anything for themselves. How can somebody in Pram at the seashore doing agric and is learning about the forest? In Ghana, from Adan to Axim, in Shoho, Kenya, but we have no institution that teaches swimming. Swimming is an international business. This is my thinking. Maybe I'm wrong.
You're right.
Dancing is international business. Dancing is international business. But how many people have a certificate to dance and get money to fend for their family? Maybe let's see what this new government is trying to bring about, some education reform. Let's see how it goes. But for me, no, okay, what the meeting say, I try to propose these things that we should do as extracurricular activity.
Yeah.
But you find education directors fighting against you. And so you have nothing to do. That's the problem. That's a problem.
This is a very big problem. I like us to change the dialects to the Gandangwe dialects. Insane one wake wa wiemo fen chaki. Alo wa wiemo laje. Mi no ko e.
Oh, you are don Gandang maybe what danger when you were here me. When you were here me. Obana Gandang go blan no neke. Oh, lajile. Eke be a wiega. Eke be a wiega be a shari bluff. Hello.
Yes, so fine in ya be.
Hello.
In ya be.
Hello.
O fine wiemo e.
Okay. We bluff yesha. Bientone. Kota o me Gandang before mobi na me ya Jumakun Institute of Languages. Na fegan alo dang me na ba choni e eke ya hi engbo akeke fe teacher de choga ba ke o le ni ele wolo no gan ya kase no atagan shin akase tui e ja ke abe me ni ba chon gan ye gan ni abe me ni ba chon dang bi ye dang bi. That's one person. So we need to first and foremost fall in love with our language. We are not in love with our language. And we tend to blame people for not teaching Dangme and Gan in our schools. No, if there's no Gan man teaching Gan, how can the people station a Gan teacher? When I got a problem, many chon Dangme Onupa retirement. Oblayi ko oblayi de Gandang before mobi jam. Shamete ame akase na meba. It will not help us. No, and my proposal is that every chief in Gandangwe should identify somebody and sponsor to go to a Jumakun Institute of Languages and learn Gan or Dangi. Nika megbena. Esani wakamaba no motivate ame ya wakuche yami. Kuna mechon again. Traditional areas can build language laboratories. We can even combine a laboratory, a lab for Gan Dangme studies, and then maybe French and English. You will build your capacity. No, mama, over a few name York, ne. What you know, about your fear.
Engona wa akeshi owie ake sani mancheme ame a sponsor at least. Menyolo meteko koni ameya if you me ake no ni ba ne solve ne ke problem ne ni wo ba wa wo ke ba wa wo bi ni ba ne ke ngomo ne ni atwa ke ha wo bi na ke yo blofo ne ke ngomo ne won twa ni won cholo nyumwa pele no ne wo ni bi a shift na kan shi ihe ya ke min ke bo ni mane wo ba no ne ni wo wie he ne eba wa mini advice ke wo ko eto bo no wie education system e fail wo bi ye ground say wo be ga chonlo ga dangbe chonlo nibi pi kewo ba wie wo na ko wote hie bie shi mini ngawo oyo ke ha bodenche ko shikamo ya ke ni be ya ke se ne no video ko ni Mr. Paite and praise will know Domoland ko ni a help or ni a developer can he be fair. Kamo no kofio ye ni o can na wo achahi.
Ofana you are don.
Yeah.
Nakashipon, when you mean your America, African Americans say, I'm a money, I'm a back down. And you say, I'm la the year of return. If you like, it would me a dream. No, I'm a small, I'm a banana, I'm a BNA. No one can me a or manche Paramount TV. Ni 1 year max, we are going to create a division. No, I'm a manche. I'm a man klalu. I'm a asafachebe. They will become part of the traditional area. The traditional area. No, nuji noni ofio ke ameba oba facial ke amekase wo wiemo. In fact, on Sunday or on Saturday or Sunday, a 4-member delegation eba the African American Council of Elders. I'm a delegation eba ameka BNA. Oba fe mini deba oba ha me dangbegbe ni wa fe kusum ni wo ka wo amegbe ni twa ka bia na wo hia me wo division mi mam ni August there a larger delegation will come. You will repeat next naming ceremony ne. You will sign memorandum of understanding. It's a migration program. No, tomobani men ya abrojina ata citizenship. Na hije I'm one member. We will create a city for them. They are coming with technology. They are coming with know-how. There are academians among them. In fact, delegation in Nebane, I'm a leader, Professor Wakila, who has lectured in the university for a long time. No, level-headed people are coming. There will be cultural transfer, technology transfer, knowledge transfer, and we hope to build a stronger community with them. Kuni whatever will be no general of your.
O fine ye jeme ni owie no ko e. O fine ma ba mi fio ye bi. I just wanted to say something, highlight something.
Okay.
We understand our African American brothers, we all migrate and like America here try to, greener pastures. They also returning home as the year return, open the gate and everything. But mini G Gbedianoto, New York, ha Keshi, in the near future, when you and I are no more, that our people on the land, Gadangbe land, will not be taken for granted.
Oh, you are done.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately for us, we're presidents here, Ghana. Weku, a lot division here, Ghana, Chame, Utublu, is a similar thing. The Brazilians, Azuma Nelson, and co background, Utublu, I create a division for them. And they came and settled. No, oh, now I'm a boy. I'm a fit at Gamma, Gamma Jame, Utublu division. Now, I'm a fear. It serves as a guide for us. No, we are involving lawyers to draft memorandum of understanding to be signed by both parties, defining the conditions, the need to accept your status, the need to respect each other, and the need to fuse together for socio-economic and then the cultural, affirmation of each other. Oh yeah, no mi yo ni mi hunye ni no bo yo, so that neken shinhelene awa womu sin dena ka ba shishimu. No one fe ne neken documents ne fe. We are involving lawyers, we are involving the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and all the stakeholders involved. No New York.
That's a good news. So how soon will this commencement come up? Like how soon? I know the ceremony will be coming on very soon this year, but this huge project you're talking about, how many years are we talking about for it to be, take off?
The takeoff is supposed to be latest by the end of this year, because by November this year, our festival will sign the memorandum of understanding there. The rest of the development depends on them.
Okay.
One can work for delegation by Yashikon, na me akwejeme.
Okay.
Amen na video Chinwo work yajeme physical. Kunu ame akweshikon. There's a small village there. They will interact with the village people. We are fusing them with the family, the village people. They are becoming one people. This is what we hope to achieve. In terms of physical development, that will depend on them. Because documents, they will now do a development plan in phases: schools, hospitals, housing, farms, industry, and they will come depending on their capacity. And they are giving us a lot of hope. Okay, they have what it takes to develop that. In fact, I may be for 1,000 acres. We are making 500 acres available as a start.
Okay.
Yes.
So this will also be a job creation to the community, and
Seriously,
also,
Mama.
yeah, it will help. Thank you very
Seriously.
much for initiating and leading this project to the community. Is that is Osudoku community, right?
Yes. This very project is going to liaise between Osudoku and Yilokrobo.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Because it's huge. And these are two neighbors. These two kingdoms are neighbors. Good. So it overlap because we have a lot of farms. Osudoku has a lot of land. Okay. City about him, and then they have a lot of industry and farms on the other side of Osudoku.
Wow, that's
it's a joint approach. Yeah.
I'm so happy that it's going to be in August, because you know that August month is Gadangbe homecoming.
Exactly.
Gadangbe homecoming, so it's going to be massive. So having them on board, we are all going to, celebrate our culture. Asafutu will be in place. Homowo will be in place. We'll have a tour.
Exactly.
Oh, let me tell you, I'll call you. We're going to have a tour to historic places, and we are leading the tour. So I would like to contact you in case they want to join our tour.
Very well. When you come to Osudoku, the mountain that our forebears lived on, the water that served them for centuries before they descended in 1890, thereabout, is a small rock with a small hole inside. And the water up to today does not dry up. A full bucket cannot go into it, but just a small cup. And it has served the population, and they have vacated the mountain, but the water is still in the cave. And every year when we go there, people send gallons to go and fill and bring home. It's amazing. When you come to Yilokrobo, the mountain on which they lived, you see the caves that served as bank. So we have wonderful historical sites that will amaze you, and it will help you to appreciate the fact that even though our people appear to be uncivilized, they lived a very intelligent life at the time. That's it. So the tour will be very beautiful.
Yes, so I will link you. So let's get to the advice to our youth that's coming up and thinking that making a fortune overnight is the way to go. Quick money, no struggle, no hustling. They want to have it, build a house at the age of 20, and thus. As a man of God, what advice do you have for them?
Thank you very much, Mama. My young people, my brothers and sisters, life is not about wealth. Life is about self-actualization. where you fulfill yourself and you contribute to fulfill others. And this calls for bringing out your skills to serve society. My young people, the truth is that if you want to know a great man or a great woman, it is those who serve society, not those who serve themselves. These great men were not rich, but they are great because they brought out their gifts and talents. So my advice is that young people, let us pursue gifts.
Network bothering us.
Let's pursue graces, gifts, and talents. Let's learn to develop our skills. Skills first, talents first. And then let's learn to start small and build over the years. Experience is if you don't have experience, whatever you do dies with you. But when you build experience, you will die, and what you achieve through experience lives on. And this is how nations are developed. And so I beg you, let's learn to start small. Let's not make up our mind that we are going to school to sit in an office. You can be a university graduate with a poultry farm, with a piggery, a grass cutter farm, and with your knowledge, you expand it, you add value to it. I'm a pastor, but I keep goats, I keep pigs, I keep poultry. For the past 3 years, I have not bought egg. And so I live healthy. And this is what I want to share with my young people. My church can decide not, because when I slaughter a goat, me and my family will eat for 1 week. We will not go hungry. And so this is what I want to share with my fellow young people. Let's learn to build ourselves towards self-actualization. Don't learn to live to impress anybody. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's unfortunately our network is acting up today. But like I said, this month
Exactly.
is a Women's Celebration Month. And we've been hearing, I think few days, I think in Ghana, a husband has murdered the wife and whatever happened. What advice do you have for women who cover up for such abuse until it get to this tragedy? Give us a short advice.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Women are such a precious gift God has given to man. And any man who doesn't know how valuable a woman is, excuse me, a language, is a fool. Because you are incomplete until the value of a woman is appreciated. And so that is it. But Mama, the sad aspect is that our women are failing to know the value inherent in themselves.
Wow.
And they cheaply hand over themselves to these young people who don't know their left and right. And they abuse them. It's so sad. A woman is such a huge gift to society. And women need to develop their skills and talents. They must be independent-minded people. And their relationships must be relationships based on decision. But not because I am hungry, I relate to a man so that I get food to eat. No. When you do that, you have handed yourself over cheaply to a man to handle you the way he pleases. And so, much as I will encourage women to stand for their right, I will first and foremost say, women, develop your skill. Women, know your self-worth. Be independent-minded. Cut a path for yourself and pursue it. So your destiny does not rely on a man. And my sisters, have that at the back of your mind. If along the line, and I have also said that I believe in marriage, but not everybody will marry. So don't force yourself to go and get married to a man who will abuse you. I beg you. Everybody, I believe in childbirth, but I believe that not everybody will have a child. carry a pregnancy and have your own child. But you can always be a mother by taking care of another child. No, don't allow these circumstances to push you to become an underdog to a man. Individual. And no, often we want to celebrate our women, but we beg our women to add value to themselves and live in dignity and not submit to anybody just because he's in trouser. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you once again. And I know that soon, because we have a project coming up, we have visitors coming, I will reach out to you again for you to come back and give us updates. And I hope by then we'll have a good network, so the conversation
Exactly.
will flow as we all expected. And I would like to thank you once again for, I know you're busy,
You're
but
welcome, mommy.
look all the time. So thank you.
Thank you
And
so
stay
much.
safe. Do not forget
Thank you. God
COVID-19
bless you.
is real. So stay safe. Bye.
Yes. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thank
Much
you.
love.
Mm. Okay, lovely viewers. We all heard Reverend Lawrence Amartey on the Keymama show. And it is a wonderful advice that, the last one I really took it very, very serious. Don't let us joke about it, we women, because add value to yourself. Add value to yourself as a woman. Do not, you know, uh, stoop so low like you are worthless, you are hopeless, and without a man, you cannot make it. I know some women are out there that in their minds that they think that without a man they cannot achieve anything. My sister, my fellow woman out there, I can attest to you that that is wrong. That is wrong. You can do it and you can do it well. You can do it and you can do it well. With focus, perseverance, you will get there. You can't give up and do not settle for abusive relationship. Do not leave for people because, oh, I wanted to be looked as a married woman. So, whatever that abuse that is coming through, I'm going to face it. I'm going to handle it. Before you know, you will be a history and we will be reading your obituary because the man might not kill you physically, but the mental torture that you will go through, you might end up doing something that you don't want to do. So as we celebrate Women's Month, my fellow women out there, do not settle for less. You can do it. You can do it. Just try it. Don't be shy if you're going through abuse. Find a counselor, find an elder, find someone to confide in. Do not keep it to yourself and pretend as if everything is perfect. But when you get home, you are in hell on earth. Do not do that. It is not worthy. Especially, I said to myself, will you be in a relationship that your children, especially for the women, those who have children, married couple have children, and the man is abusing you in front of the child or the children, but because you want to protect the family, you will take it. Don't you think you are torturing the children? Don't you think you are messing the children's future? Because they saw this abuse, it affects them psychologically. It is better for you to live single and take care of them than to be in abusive relationship and affect them psychologically. Like Reverend Amate said, He believes that marriage is a good thing, and I do too. But being in a marriage and being abused mentally, physically, psychologically, you name all the abuse in the book, and you leave because you stay around because of the name of marriage. No, 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 no. Excuse me. I don't support you. I don't agree you on that. Oh, or you use the children that for the sake of the children, we have to manage, or I have to manage till the children get to the certain age. Do you know that you will live that long to care for the kids? Like I mentioned earlier, another tragedy has happened in Ghana. The husband has killed the wife, not knowing there was this abuse that has been going on, going on, going on, and this woman has zipped it. And now, where is she? Gone and left. I think the brother said two children. It saddens my heart that a fellow woman wanted to pretend as if that marriage is everything, and sacrifice their life for no reason. If you want to sacrifice, then walk away and take the kids and protect them and protect yourself. I know some of you might not agree with me, but as a woman, I might not be experiencing any like beating up and stuff, no. But I have heard and I have heard so many stories. But I want you to live a better life, take care of your children, than to be in abusive relationship and losing your life. Which one do you choose? The choice is yours, my sister. Think twice. Think of yourself and think of the children and make a wise decision. God bless you all. Do not forget you are watching Keymama Show. I'm here Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays I try to do all Ghana language, but on Wednesday I try to, blend it a little bit. So if you're out there and you have a topic, you can WhatsApp me 929-240-2149, or you can also email me keymamashow@gmail.com. You can also inbox me on Keymama Show Facebook. Please do not forget and also subscribe to Keymama Show on YouTube. If you see my drawback, I have a foundation and I help women and children both abroad and also in Ghana. Please become part of us. Become around the table so we discuss to help those in need. We are not rich, but we can say that we might be better than some others. All the fingers are not equal, but the little that you have, you can share. Don't wait to have millions. Maybe by that time will be too late. This is the time for you to help those in need, and God will bless you more. Once again, my name is Catherine Kujo, Key Mama, and stay safe because COVID-19 is real. God bless you. Kindly share this show for it to reach far. I'll see you next week, God willing. Thank you very much.